Colorado. So it has been almost 12 months since we started the build on the canopy of the Colorado. So I thought it's probably time that I'll give you guys a bit of a run through of the canopy so you guys can see exactly what we've done. And if you're building your own, maybe give you a little bit of inspiration or some ideas for your own sort of setups and builds. But before we get into it, I'll just quickly say first that the canopy itself is actually made by Bott service bodies. Now, pretty well focused on sort of mining and tradey ute bodies, vans, that sort of thing. So service canopies. But anyway, that's who makes it, in case you're interested. Driver's side, it's actually not all that interesting, but we'll start up the front and work our way back. So up the front, we've got just a 12mm ply headboard covered in marine carpet and all of our 12-volt gear. We'll run through all the 12-volt gear a little bit later because there's a lot of in-depth stuff there that we won't get through in one go. Got a couple of 12-volt and USB sockets just flush mounted into the headboard. I've flush mounted all the gear, mainly more to save space. You've got straight up here, it's just a little step-up converter for the travel buddy. I've just mounted that on the back of the fridge box there. The floor, so we decided to do a false floor in this whole section, mainly just because it's easier to get things in and out and you're not really trying to fight the 50mm gap that's always on these canopies on the lip to the floor. And it's just a really nice carpeted floor base that is really strong as well, so it works out really well. So rolling around in here, this isn't really part of the setup, but a little Bunnings Azedo vacuum cleaner. This thing is awesome and it just actually lives up here. And that probably gets more of a workout than anything in the canopy. So the idea really for this side was just to have an open space where we could still chuck all our bags, shopping, the pram. We just had a lot of space and room that we could still utilize as part of a ute. So that's the reason that we haven't really put anything here and we haven't really done much of a fit out on this side. But moving back to the back, all we've really got is a fire extinguisher in case anything was to ever go wrong while we were traveling. Got a light straight above us, which is just a little Labcraft light that came standard with the canopy from Bott. Those guys did all the pre-wiring. I've just modified a lot of it to suit our requirements and to tie it in with our 12-volt system. That's pretty much it for the driver's side. We'll shoot around the back and we'll have a look what's in the back door here. So from the back, this is what we're looking at. It's pretty well just a quick access to anything that might be behind if we've got a lot of stuff packed on this side and we can't reach right up to this sort of back section, this door just lets us get in and access all of this sort of stuff in here, and it's just a lot faster and easier than having to pull everything out the driver's side and then pack it all back in again. That's pretty much the only reason we use this back door. It really doesn't get used that much, but it is just handy there in case we do need to reach in and get something from the back. Probably a good opportunity to show you guys as well, down the side of the drawer that we've got here, so we've got just a little void to store some little bits and pieces. So that there's just a King's barbecue plate. We've had that for years and we just store it down the side there. This one here in the black bag is actually the kick-ass shower awning base. And down the side you can just see I've got a little, if I can get it out from back here, I've got a little Atom Power solar charge controller. Just in case the Victron unit ever buggers up, I can quickly wire that one back in and we can start charging again. And we've got the same little Labcraft light set up here as well. Now, before we get round to the passenger side, I do have a trundle drawer underneath as well. So we'll bang that out. And I won't spend too much time here because, as you guys can see, this is sort of our everything else drawer with basically everything that we can't really find a home for. So we've got the drifter bag, a big plate here that actually lifts our camp ovens and things up off the fire, a whole lot of fishing gear, a couple of tools and bits and pieces. Over to the business side. So this is the passenger side of the canopy. We'll jump in straight away and we won't muck around. So if you guys haven't already seen our build videos that we've done, jump over and have a look at them now. I'll leave a link up on the screen and a link down in the description box for you guys to check out. But basically, we'll start up the front and work our way back as well. Now, up the front, same thing. The headboard is the same. It's 12mm ply. It's the same the whole way across. Now, there's a little void here between the fridge and the headboard, and that's just so I can, like you guys can see, I can chuck things like my yabby nets, little can holders and things down there, just nice and out of the way. Also, a really good little benefit of having carpet all over your canopy is Velcro. So my little Olight Marauder Mini, this is an absolute unit, by the way. It has a little Velcro strap. It is really handy just to stick up on your carpet headboard. So you just pop it up there, and honestly, I have not had that fall off once. Moving back, we've got, you guys have probably seen the review already, but we've got the 85 litre upright Kings fridge. Now this fridge, when I first bought it, I was definitely in two minds whether to get it or not. At the time I was having some big problems with my 60 litre chest fridge from Kings, but I've since sorted them out, and this one has not given me a drama that either one, I haven't caused, or two, hasn't been sorted out in about 10 minutes worth of fault finding. Obviously there's heaps of drink and can storage in here, and the 85 litres, I know a lot of people that are looking at upright fridges are worried that the 85 litres isn't actually 85 litres of usable space, but if you pack it right, you can really use a majority of that 85 litres. I think I've had things fall out once. If you want to watch a full review of this fridge, I've done a review. I'll leave it up on screen now and in the description below. Other than the fridge, I've done a box up just out of, I think this one was 18mm ply, and I've left, you would have seen it on the other side, I've left an air gap for the fan to draw air in the back. And then I'm not sure if you can actually see this on camera, but I've got holes drilled all through this section, which lets that hot air vent out over the top of the travel buddy. It actually does a really good job. Since I've done these holes in the sides, I've never had this thing go out on over temperature. It's never overheated, and the fridge has never frozen up on me. So it's done a really good job. Well, on that side of the box, like I said before, the Velcro is just so handy to have. Like I've just got this little JBL speaker, bit of Velcro on the back, smack it on there and she's good to go. I've got a first aid kit here as well. It's just pays to have a first aid kit, especially when we're, you know, traveling and camping with 3 little kids. Straight behind that, you got the travel buddy. This is the Marine. So this is the big version where you've got your timer and your temperature adjustment. And this thing has been absolutely awesome. Paired up with the step-up converter behind the fridge box, it's an absolute weapon. I was really regretting buying this when I realized I could run, you know, an air fryer and things off an inverter. But honestly, after using it, it has put me back on the travel buddy. So this drawer is basically just for everything that we would take camping that we would need frequently, or that we would need to set up or pack down. So a clear top bag, pretty much all the cooking stuff that we would need if we're doing all of our cooking from the ute. Battery charger and a drill, mainly just for all our pegs, which we use those drill-in pegs that we just picked up from Bunnings that you get like 15 for 10 bucks or something really good. And the gas cooker, this one is, you would have seen this somewhere before, but the Coleman Gladiator Hyperflame series. Man, honestly, for gas cookers, I don't think this one can be beat. We've been using this one for years now, and I still think it is the best portable gas cooker on the market. Hands down, no one's paying me to say that. I don't have any affiliation with Coleman, but this by far is the best portable gas cooker on the market. It just is. You guys may have seen my review on it. It was a long time ago, but those wind deflectors are absolutely insane. They do such a good job, and when you pair it up with the barbecue plate that we've got on here as well, you've just got a massive cooking surface that you can work with. So it's really bloody good. Now the drawer itself is all 18mm plywood from Bunnings that I've spray painted black. The drawer runners are from Dun & Watson. So the top ones here are I think they're called the Hercules runners. They're Dun & Watson's heavy duty runners. So I think they're rated at 228 kilos. If I'm wrong, I'll chuck it on the screen, but they are super heavy duty. And I mean, like, look at that's not going anywhere. They are absolutely tough as nails. The latch that I've used for the drawer is Dun & Watson as well. Really tough, really good quality. Comes with a key as well, and it's just a really good quality latch. So we'll jump down here, and this is probably the best part of the whole drawer system, is my little pull-out bench. So pull-out bench comes out, works completely independently of the drawer. So what I mean by that is I have that bench out now, I can push the drawer away, and then pull the drawer back out, and the bench stays out. Now, these runners here are by Dun & Watson as well, but these are the lighter weight runners from Dun & Watson. These ones are rated at 126 kilos, so still pretty heavy. I can put all my weight on these runners, and honestly, I don't think anything would be affected. I think everything would hold me up. Only thing that I believe would let go is the brackets holding the drawer down in the back. Obviously, the slide out bench is on locking slides, where the drawer is just on normal slides that don't lock. That's why it's coming out ever so slowly. And so we don't have any 12 volt running over this side yet. I left it out purposely because I wanted to trial having 240 on this side. So if I swing you around, you can see that I've got a little double adapter over this side with 240 volt. Now that's live and running now. You can see I've got camera battery charging and the inverter is turned on. So I figured with a 240 double adapter over this side, we can run all of our 12 volt stuff that we would normally run through 240. So obviously with our 240 to USB adapters, we can just run that through the 240 and everything will be sweet. So that means that we obviously don't need extra 12 volts and USBs and switches and bits and pieces over this side if we don't need it. That being said, I do think I need more lighting. So again, this side's exactly the same. We've got the one light up under here. Again, it's just the same Labcraft light, and that lights up pretty well inside the canopy. But as good a job as it does lighting outside as well, it would be good just to have another one sort of up here along the canopy door itself, just to make things a little bit more bright when you're actually doing something around the canopy onto the bench. So stay tuned, because there probably will be some more 12 volt come over this side eventually, just not sure when. I'll quickly jump up and show you guys what's on the roof. So what roof rack we're running. Try saying that 5 times fast, but oh my God. Check out the roof rack, see what's on there. Oh, far out, man. All right, so the roof rack itself, you guys may have already seen the video. If not, there's one on our channel. We've got a roller unit from Super Cheap Auto. It's the Roller Titan 1800 by 1500, I believe, off the top of my head. And it's been an absolute weapon. It's got all these gusseted channels, so it's got them all around the outside, and then every rail has a gusseted channel as well, so it makes mounting really, really easy. You can see that we've got the solar panel straight up on top. That's just a cheap 110 watt Kings panel, and it's honestly, I've been waiting for this thing to die so I could get something a little bit more high power, but it's just cracking on and cracking on, and it has not let me down. So that thing has bin unreal. And the mounting system that I'm using is just the standard solar panel feet that come with most of your glass top solar panels, and these little 6mm T-bolts that that you can get from Roller, so they suit all the Roller roof rack. You can see I'm using them sort of everywhere with all the mounts. They are a Roller product, and they are pretty expensive for what they are, but I tell you what, they make life so easy when you're trying to mount stuff down to one of these roof racks. So this awning here is a shower. This is the kick-ass shower ensuite tent. Now this thing is absolutely awesome as well. They have done an updated one since this one with a roof and all the rest of it over there, but this one has been doing us awesome for now. There'll be a video coming up very soon about our whole shower setup, because we've changed it a couple of times, and I think right now we've got it down to, you know, exactly where we want it. So there'll be a video coming up on that very soon. Now I'll swing you around the other side, so you can have a look at what we got over there. And you can see up here we've got just the long handle shovel, and we've used again, it's a genuine Roller shovel mount, so you can see that's not going anywhere. But there's 2 of them that actually secure the shovel in place, and they're exactly the same as each other, so you can loosen that bolt off there and just move it anywhere you want along the side of your roof rack. The roof rack itself has blown me away. I bought this because, well, one, I needed a roof rack in a hurry. I bought the cheapest one that I could possibly find. That was it. And it has blown me away with how versatile and how good it is. Super Cheap Auto do not pay me to say this. I've got no affiliation with Super Cheap Auto or Roller, but that thing has been absolutely awesome. The same goes for all the gear that we've got on the roof. That King solar panel, and again, I'm gonna cop shit in the comments for saying Kings is half decent, but that solar panel has been unreal, has not let me down. The kick-ass shower awning has been, honest to God, a game changer and made camping so much easier when you don't have to worry about getting dirty and then showering and cleaning yourself, that thing is awesome. And the shovel, like I said before, the shovel comes out every camping trip, whether that's for, you know, moving coals around, making a little fire so you can cook with. It's just really good to have it up there, out of the way. You don't have to ever think about it, it's always there. So when you do get out camping, it's like, oh, where's the shovel? There it is, it's just there. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much a quick little walk around of the canopy. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have got something out of it. If you have, leave us a like on the video and make sure you hit that subscribe button. If there's been anything that I haven't gone over in the canopy yet that you guys want to know more about, leave it in the comment section down below and I'll be sure to get back to you guys, or make a follow-up video like the one coming for the 12-volt system. If you want to see more about the canopy, or you want to see any of the build bits and pieces that we've done so far, check out the video or the playlist up on screen now, and I'll see you guys over there.